If you've ever walked out of a beginner yoga class feeling worse about yourself than when you walked in, I want to tell you something. That was not you. Here's what actually happens in a lot of beginner yoga classes. The teacher cues the pose, you don't quite get it, so they say it again, a little louder, maybe a little slower, and when that doesn't work either, they walk over to you in front of everyone and physically correct your body. Their intention is completely loving. I'm not going to question that. They genuinely want to help you. But what just happened is that the newest, most uncertain person in the room got singled out, got publicly corrected, and got the message, however unintentionally, that they were doing it wrong. Not because yoga isn't for you or for them, because that class wasn't designed for them. That's the truth. And here's something the yoga industry, my industry, doesn't talk about enough. Most beginner yoga classes are taught by the newest yoga teachers. And new yoga teachers, no matter how talented, no matter how well-meaning, have not yet learned how to adapt. They don't know how to read a room, how to look at 10 different bodies in 10 different situations and know what each one needs. That skill takes years. It takes thousands of hours in front of real students with real bodies and real limitations. It takes failing, yes, failing, noticing, adjusting. It's not something you learn in the 200-hour teacher training. That 200-hour teacher training, it's our foundation, but you got to be in front of people. So when a new teacher hits a wall, when a student isn't getting the cue, when they just aren't getting it, they do the only thing they know how to do. They repeat themselves louder, slower, and then they intervene. It is not malicious, it's inexperience. But the student on the receiving end doesn't feel the difference. There's no difference between inexperience and maliciousness. A real beginner class, one actually designed for people who have never done this before, it doesn't look like a regular yoga class. It looks different from the ground up. The teacher builds modifications into every single cue from the start, not as a backup for the people who can do it, but as the main instruction. Everybody gets options. Nobody gets singled out. The student who needs the block already has one because the teacher put the block there for everybody in the class at the very beginning. And the teacher also knows that when someone isn't getting a pose, the answer is almost never to say the same thing again with more emphasis. The answer is to find a different way in, a different cue, a different prop, a different angle, because people learn differently, bodies move differently, and a teacher who only has one way to explain something has not yet learned how to teach. That's just the reality. So the other thing a real beginner class understands is that being called out, even kindly, even gently, can end someone's yoga practice before it starts. The women who come to us have often already talked themselves out of yoga once or twice before they show up. I've seen it all the time. They walk in carrying a story about how they're going to be the stiffest person in the room, the slowest, the one who doesn't know what they're doing. They are already braced for confirmation that yoga isn't for them because it's happened before. So a good beginner class dismantles that. A poorly designed one confirms it. So if you've tried a beginner yoga class and felt lost, behind, or called out, you didn't fail yoga. You were in the wrong room. I'm going to keep saying that. The right room exists. It's one where the teacher has enough experience to meet you exactly where you are and enough skill to offer options without making you feel like the option was for you specifically, and enough self-awareness to know that the quietest student in the room might be the one who needs the most care. That's what we built at 2C Yoga in Nampa. You hear how my voice got all nice and soft. And it's your local Nampa, Boise, Caldwell, Meridian, anywhere in Canyon County. Come try it. 3 weeks of unlimited yoga for $70. The new student link is somewhere below in the description. And I just want to remind you, you were never the problem. You just deserve better teaching.